Welcome to another Alliance War. For Loki, we're currently rank 11 with a record of 4-2, and we're taking on Core, champions of the Realm Elite. Gonna go ahead and boost up here as per usual, tossing on a lesser health boost. Actually going to use a 30% champion boost in this case. It seems like there was some deals that came around that allowed me to get some more of these 30% champion boosts. Otherwise, they're very rare. But I actually got some from the OG Vision offer. And then there is an 850 unit kind of special offer that gave a bunch of boosts as well. Can't remember if I picked those up before this war or if this was one of the boosts from Vision. But nonetheless, I was good on 30% boost here, so I go ahead and turn that one on. It is a relatively difficult path ahead of me today, so it's a good time to use it in any case. Alright, and this is the first node up, Aggression, Fury, Limber. Gonna go ahead and throw Stark Spidey in here. He's got the Blade Synergy to give him some poise to start out the fight. And I'm also gonna toss on a little boost, a little invulnerability boost, because I'm a little bit worried about this first fight. Plus, I'm hoping that it will carry me through to the third fight of the war, which is a Domino. So, first fight up is this Medusa. I'm getting a bit better at fighting Medusa. She's still kind of a pain. Just, you know, that whole auto block mechanic, unless you have a champion that can really counter it. It's not always the easiest thing to, to fight up against, especially with a class disadvantage. You're going to see me take a lot of block damage here. Like, look at that. Oh, my goodness, man. Hit me for 1,800 through the blocks once she has all those Aggression Furies built up. Fortunately, her regular Furies go down and I can get my attacks in again. And because of all the poise that got built up through the fight, you know, the second half of that fight goes pretty quick. But that first half, man, get a little bit nervous taking all that block damage. Alright, second fight, Stun Immune Bane. We got a 6-star mutant champion, Unawakened, which, yep, you guessed it, Nightcrawler. So, Nightcrawler, this fight starts out great. I transfer Bane on him immediately, I get the switch, and then watch what happens here. After I bait out another heavy attack right here, do my standard dash back twice, dash in, and boom. He parries me. I didn't feel like I was slow on it. I don't know. I guess I was slow on it. Whatever. I don't know. I really felt like I didn't make a mistake there, but that's the way it goes sometimes, right? So yeah, gonna go ahead and throw another 5-hit combo into him. Unfortunately, I took a lot of Bane damage because of that, which is what pissed me off. Like, it didn't cost me a death here or anything, but that fight was going very smoothly if it wasn't for that parry. But alright, trying to rush through those two fights. Okay, good. Still have a minute left on my invulnerability. Kind of speeding through definitely paid off in this case. Gonna go ahead and heal up my Void here. Actually want to fully max him out, so gonna go ahead and pop another level 4 health potion. And against Domino, these Domino fights, guys, they're always so sketchy. I mean, I have the invulnerability boost, but the thing is, if I get hit by a special 3, that bleed, I'm not immune to it, and if that bleed is strong enough, it will just kill me straight up. So, yeah, the invulnerability boost doesn't always matter. But I've been getting better at fighting Dominoes as well over time here. I'm kind of good at evading her heavy attack against the wall, as you may have seen in a previous Alliance War video, but that does not mean that this fight is going to be easy by any means. Alright, so I get her to an L2, really trying to hope that she throws that L2, which luckily she does. A couple things to watch out for here. Definitely don't want to do a 5-hit combo once she goes lucky. Fortunately, she did not go lucky here, so I can continue to try to stack some debuffs. And I really don't want to chance Fear of the Void failing. So at a certain point, once I get enough debuffs up on her, I don't really want to throw any more special ones. It is a little bit different than the Arc Overload node though. I really need 2 Petrifies here in order to deal enough damage to cut through that buffet, since the buffet healing can be quite strong. So, need to get another Petrify. Got a little bit unlucky here. Only have 1 out of my 4 debuffs. I was really hoping to get another one. Okay, there we go. Got the second Petrify. At this point, I don't really care about throwing another special one. In fact, it would be better for me if my 6th debuff failed to land. That way it doesn't even try to go to Fear of Void. So I'm hoping this next one fails, and it does. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. We can just let these debuffs do the damage. Just try not to get hit by these heavy attacks. I'm going to throw a special 1 here just to give myself some breathing room. Do a little bit more damage to her, and she goes down. Okay. Domino down. From here, we got a Corvis mini-boss to worry about. And once I can get through this Corvis mini-boss, then I feel like I'm kind of home free for this war. But got to get through this guy first as well. Corvis, you know, he's not the toughest mini-boss on this node or anything, but still, if he hits you with his special 2, it's like one-shot material. So, and my invulnerability boost, it's long gone at this point. You know, can't carry that through 4 fights, not with Void. But you know, did make good use of it for those first 3 at least. But all right. So Corvis, I try my best to push him to a special 2. I do not recommend at all punishing his special 1. I'm sure there'll be people posting in the comments, why didn't you punish the special 1? Or did you know you could punish the special 1? Yep, I know, but it's not safe at all. Don't recommend punishing special 1. You can find yourself getting parried. It's just not the safe thing to do. It's better to just evade it and get a parry after the special 1 to refine your openings. Maybe on certain nodes, maybe certain matchups, maybe you do what you got to do, and you know you can't always take the safest play, and you got to punish those special 1s. But on this node, I can take those safe plays. But again, I try to push him to a special 2, because the special 2, you have plenty of time to attack him after the animation is over, as long as you're in the clear. And check out what happens here. He's just doesn't want to throw this special 2 at all. Fortunately, we're like in the middle of the map, so I don't care. I could dance all day. I can dance all day, just let the debuffs do their thing. Fear the Void's about to go up. This is awesome. Okay, I got no problems here. I am a little bit backed up against the wall, so I am happy that he throws his special 2 finally. We got a couple of more debuffs up, and yeah, with Fear of the Void and everything now, just need to land a Petrified debuff, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, so here's where he starts throwing his special 1s, though, and like I said, I do not want to punish those special 1s. It is just not worth the risk. Alright, and at this point we have a lot of debuffs. We've got another Petrify, and yeah, the damage on this guy was just ticking for a lot, and he goes down. Okay, take a little bit of a deep breath. We've made it through the tougher parts of this Alliance war. Yep, we could still definitely make some mistakes on these last few fights, but for this particular war, at least, those were the tougher of the fights. All right, so we've got an Ultron, the Labyrinth Ultron, a Labtron, as I sometimes will refer to him as, which means that he will be evading a lot. I just got to play around that evade, and that's about it. This Ultron, once you get that evade timing down, there's not a ton to him. You know, I definitely still get slapped around a little bit while fighting this guy from time to time, but for the most part, if you're just patient. Patience is key against this guy. If you're just patient, you know, playing around that evade, then you're good to go. He does throw his heavy. He has a very fast heavy attack animation, so that's one of the ways that I take some hits from this guy from time to time. Just be careful of that. If you're ever baiting out heavy attacks, be ready to jump. Be ready to swipe back very quickly. But this node does not have Limber, so I don't have to bait out heavy attacks, which is awesome. Really just trying to play it safe here. Only attack while he's stunned or after the evade. Got Fear the Void up, toss an L1, and Labtron is down. Okay, moving on to the Arc Overload node. Gonna go ahead and heal up both my champions here, actually, because my boosts have dropped off at this point. So I'm gonna reboost. I'm only gonna be applying a 15% health boost. Just because these last couple of fights don't seem to be too threatening. So, but you know, of course, you want to get that healing in before you boost up. Otherwise, what's the point of boosting? So heal up, toss on the 15% health, and you're gonna take this first fight with Stark Spidey, and then the fight after with Void. So this first fight is against the leader, and I swear I've fought the leader guy on this node before. I think the same champions too. It's always like a 5-star skill champion from the leader on this node. which turns out to be an Agent Venom. So we're just going to go ahead and build up some poise charges. Let that arc overload go on cooldown while I'm doing it. And as soon as we get to 10, we can start attacking unless we get an opening earlier. But nope, this time we get all the way up to 10. Can bait out, ooh, I didn't even need to bait out a heavy attack because he did that second medium attack against me. From here, though, now we need to bait out a heavy. The arc overload's going to be healing him up a little bit, but that healing is no match for a fully poise charged Spidey, or a mostly poise charged Spidey. It's the same thing. Get another 5-hit combo, drop the L2, and that is all she wrote. Good night, Agent Venom. Alright, one more fight. We've got a mini-boss, and another very commonly seen mini-boss on this node. The same mini-boss as the last war, which is a Green Goblin. There's something kind of cool about this Green Goblin fight, though, that you'll see. And it has to do with the way that Green Goblin heals. And I always forget exactly how it works. I always have to go back and you know, read the description of how his healing works. It's something to do with his the two passive that he gets, the cunning and madness. If there's one stacked higher or something like that, he heals back most of the damage that he takes. And because this is a recovery node, he heals back way more than the damage that he actually takes. But that also means if you can get Fear of the Void and Petrify stacked on him, his health is going to be melting. And that's exactly what we're going to see here. So as per usual, I try my best to get Green Goblin to throw his Special 2 versus his Special 1. The Special 2 is fully avoidable, or much easier to fully avoid than, or evade than, you know, the L1. It's just those 3 swipes back, sorry. Alright, we almost have Fear the Void up, though. The 6 debuff is about to stick. There we go. And we'll get an L1 on this guy pretty quick, and then you're going to see his health. Just watch his health bar for a minute here. It's pretty awesome, the way it's going to start draining. Alright, we got the Petrify. Alright, evade, bait out that special. There we go. And now as we start attacking into him, I should not be dealing this much damage to Green Goblin, right? His health is just melting for a second there. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I always get a kick out of stuff like that. But alright, Green Goblin, he's about to drop, and that is going to do it for my contributions to this Alliance War. Good war to you guys over in Core, but we did take the victory here this time. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.